The same. If you have followed my statements during the course of the election campaigning, throughout, when I saw people more desperate than we, the BJP workers, to bring back Prime Minister Modi, I had said this in no uncertain terms, continuously and consistently. I have been saying this. So for me, the results that are appearing today, even the ugly trends, I think it's not anything really strange for me.
एक महीने पहले तक बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग कह रहे थे कि बीजेपी को तो बहुत कांटे की टक्कर मिलने वाली है दिल्ली में, तो आज उन सारे जो नेसेयर्स हैं उनको आप क्या कहेंगे?
ये कांटे की टक्कर के लिए भी मुझे सवाल कैंपेन में लोग पूछते थे, तो मैं बार बार यही कहता था कि मुझे जनता के बीच में जब जाता हूँ तो कहीं कांटे की टक्कर दिखती नहीं है। लोगों का उत्साह दिखता था, मुझे अपनी सीट पे दिखता था कि कितना लोग डॉक्टर हर्षवर्धन को प्रेम कर रहे हैं और कितना नरेंद्र मोदी जी को प्रेम कर रहे हैं, दोनों को प्रेम कर रहे हैं और आशीर्वाद देने के लिए बहुत उत्सुक हैं।
जहाँ तक इश्यूज की बात करें, जिस तरीके के इश्यूज ऑपोजिशन ने उठाया, उन्होंने कहा कि नौकरी नहीं है, फिर उन्होंने कहा कि जॉब्स नहीं है, एग्रेरियन डिस्ट्रेस है, और बालाकोट को भी लेकर उन्होंने बहुत बड़ा इशू बनाया कि वो एक इतना बड़ा इलेक्शन मुद्दा कैसे हो सकता है। तो विपक्ष ने जिस तरीके का एक नैरेटिव वीव किया, उस पर आप क्या कहेंगे?
नहीं, जितने भी उनके मुद्दे थे, देखिए उनमें कोई ट्रुथ यानी सच की ताकत नहीं थी। अगर उनमें सत्यता होती, अगर वास्तव में जॉब्स ना क्रिएट होते, तो नौजवान लोग क्यों इतने ताकत के साथ नरेंद्र मोदी जी के सामने खड़े होते? अगर पार्टी ने कोई भ्रष्टाचार किया होता तो करोड़ों लोग जो है उन्होंने अपने ट्विटर और फेसबुक पे क्यों चौकीदार लगा लिया होता एक ही रातों रात? तो जो कुछ वो कह रहे थे, और इवन आज भी जो ईवीएम और इस तरह की बातें कर रहे हैं, सब किसानी बिल्ली खंभा नोचे वाली बात है।
2014 और 2019 की अगर तुलना करें तो जितने भी एनालिस्ट हैं जिनको मैं सुबह से देख रही हूँ, उनका यही कहना है कि 2019 की जो विक्ट्री है वो 2014 से कहीं ज्यादा है। आपका क्या अनुभव?
मैंने तो थ्रू आउट कहा एग्जैक्टली जो आप कह रही हैं, एनालिस्ट आज कह रहे हैं, मैं तो पूरे एक महीने से कह रहा हूँ। मेरे आप पिछले एक महीने के 20-25 स्टेटमेंट, टीवी इंटरव्यूज उठा लीजिए, हर एक में मैंने कहा द रिजल्ट्स ऑफ 2019 शैल बी फार मोर इम्प्रेसिव and far more powerful and qualitatively better than what they were in 2014. ये थ्रू आउट मैंने कहा।
पूरी जीत का श्रेय डॉक्टर हर्षवर्धन आप किससे देंगे इस समय?
ये नरेंद्र मोदी जी की सरकार के अच्छे कामों को है, नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व को है, हमारी पूरी टीम को है, पार्टी के कार्यकर्ताओं को है, जिन्होंने ऑफ कोर्स देश की जनता को है, जिसने उसको अप्रिशिएट किया, उसने उसको रिकॉग्नाइज किया। मोदी जी को उन्होंने समझा, गरीब लोगों ने तो समझा कि मोदी जी एक उनके लिए मसीहा है, भगवान है। मैंने गरीबों को खुद कहते हुए सुना अपने कानों से, अपनी आंखों से मैंने देखा कि गरीबों के जो आंखों में कितना सपना और कितना उनके ऊर्जा होती थी नरेंद्र मोदी जी का नाम लेने पर, उनके शरीर में, चेहरे पे दिखती थी। तो स्वाभाविक है कि जनता का, इनका सबका कंट्रीब्यूशन है।
इतनी बड़ी मैंडेट के साथ बहुत बड़ी जिम्मेदारी भी आती है, तो अब क्या प्राथमिकताएं होंगी? आप सेंटर में बने रहना चाहेंगे या दिल्ली के चुनाव में मुख्यमंत्री का पदभार संभालेंगे? क्या एक्सपेक्ट करें?
देखिए, मेरा ये 26वां साल है सार्वजनिक जीवन में, और पहले दिन से आज तक डॉक्टर हर्षवर्धन ने कभी तय नहीं किया कि उनकी ड्यूटी क्या है। डॉक्टर हर्षवर्धन पार्टी के एक लॉयल सिपाही हैं, और पार्टी का जो भी आदेश होता है, निर्णय होता है, वो उनके लिए सर्वोपरि है। मेरा अभी तक की 26 साल की राजनीति में अपना ना कोई पर्सनल एम्बिशन रहा, ना कोई पर्सनल एजेंडा रहा, ना कोई पर्सनल मेरी योजना है। जो पार्टी कहती है वो करते हैं, अभी भी आगे भी ऐसे ही करेंगे।
चलिए, एक बार फिर से बहुत बहुत कांग्रेचुलेशंस आपको फॉर अ स्टुपेंडस विक्ट्री।
थैंक यू सो मच।
थैंक यू सो मच डॉक्टर हर्षवर्धन।
Dr. Harshvardhan there speaking exclusively to Rajya Sabha TV and talking about, of course, BJP's performance in this particular election.
जी, और कह रहे हैं कि दिल्ली में 7 में से 7 सीटें उनके पास जाएंगी। एक और प्रवक्ता बीजेपी के हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं, सुनील देवधर। सुनील, ये बताएं कि लोकसभा सीटों की अगर बात की जाए तो एनडीए वहां पर सुपड़ा साफ कर रही है बाकियों का, लेकिन अगर ओडिशा की बात की जाए तो वहां पर आपकी सरकार के बारे में काफी कहा जा रहा था कि इस बार बीजेडी नहीं, इस बार तो बीजेपी आएगी, लेकिन ऐसा लग नहीं रहा।
ये आपका कहना बिल्कुल सही है हमने जैसे सोचा था वैसे ओडिशा के परिणाम दिखाई नहीं दे रहे हैं, तो स्वाभाविक है हम एक राजनीतिक दल है, अपोजिशन में बैठेंगे, संघर्ष करेंगे और 2024 में हम वहां पर अपनी सरकार बनाकर दिखाएंगे।
जी, तो जब अगर मोदी की वहां पर रैली हुई थी, उन्होंने कहा था कि ओडिशा इतना गरीब क्यों है। जब आप कह रहे हैं कि मोदी मैजिक लोकसभा सीटों पर चला, तो विधानसभा में कहां गड़बड़ हो गई? मतलब क्या माना जाए इस चीज को?
देखिए, इसका अभ्यास करना पड़ेगा, इसका रिव्यू लेना पड़ेगा, तभी इस बात पर कुछ बताया जा सकता है कि कहाँ गलती हो रही है। हम इतना गरीब राज्य होने के बावजूद क्यों नहीं जनता को ये समझा पाए कि केंद्र सरकार ने जो योजनाएं दी है, अक्सर ये देखा गया है आंध्र प्रदेश में, ओडिशा में, पश्चिम बंगाल में, कि केंद्र सरकार की जो योजनाएं है, गरीब कल्याण की योजना, इन राज्यों के मुख्यमंत्री जनता को बताते समय ये बताकर वो देते हैं कि ये हमने दिया हुआ है, ये केंद्र सरकार ने नहीं दिया हुआ। तो इसका एक स्वाभाविक परिणाम, क्योंकि इम्प्लीमेंटिंग एजेंसी है, राज्य सरकारें हैं, और इसका परिणाम होता है कई जगह पर जब वो बिना भ्रष्टाचार की कहिए या ठीक ठाक वो योजनाएं जब उन तक पहुंचती है, तब उनका इसी बात पर विश्वास बैठता है कि ये राज्य सरकार ने ही दिया हुआ है। तो मैंने कहा ना कि इसका हम लोगों को एक बार आत्मचिंतन करना पड़ेगा। मुझे पूरा भरोसा है पार्टी इसके ऊपर आत्मचिंतन करेगी और हमारी जो लोकसभा की सीटें वहां पर ओडिशा में आती दिखाई दे रही है। इससे ये भी स्पष्ट है कि ओडिशा की जनता ये राज्य में जरूर वहां पर बीजू जनता दल को अपना कॉल दे रही है, लेकिन केंद्र में उन्होंने बहुत बड़े पैमाने पर अलग पैटर्न दिखाकर वहां पर उन्होंने भारतीय जनता पार्टी को अपने सांसदों के रूप में भेजने का निर्णय किया है। ये वहां पर क्लियरली दिखाई दे रहा है। मतलब हम ये कहीं भी नहीं बता सकते हैं कि ओडिशा की जनता में नरेंद्र मोदी जी नहीं है।
जी, let me take what Sunil Deodar is saying to Salman Soz now, who's still with us from the Congress. You know, Salman Soz, as far as the Congress is concerned, what's really worrying for the party is even in states like Odisha, in West Bengal and other states where the Congress had a strong, position in the past, but now has ceded that space completely to the BJP and the Congress is left nowhere really. Salman Soz?
Oh, this one. Okay, I didn't know it was for me. Yes, I think you're right. There's an erosion of our votes in places like West Bengal and Odisha. And I think this is where I kind of disagree with many people who say that the Congress party does not form alliances and should be yielding more space to the other opposition parties. I think if you look at what happened in Tripura earlier, because I think the left was in government and then Congress somehow did not ended up ceding that opposition space, BJP came in and consolidated its position there. I think the BJP is doing something similar in West Bengal and in Orissa. I think we in the Congress party must basically fight everywhere. And, this is a competition of ideas. If the Congress party has to mount a comeback, we must fight everywhere, like Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Maharashtra, and wherever alliances make sense, we should form them. But at the same time,
Salman Soz, what you're suggesting is in the elections to come, there are several state elections this year, and of course many more to come next year, and so on and so forth. So, are you suggesting then that the Congress should go it alone everywhere in all the elections to come?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you right now.
Salman Soz, if you can hear me, are you suggesting then in the elections to come, there are several state elections this year itself, that the Congress must go it alone in the elections in the future?
I think the Congress party really has to build its organization, build its ground presence. Without that, the Congress party cannot really move forward. That doesn't really help the opposition space anyway. I think only by becoming much stronger in these states, which are critical states, can the Congress party become the kind of glue that the opposition needs.
Okay.
I think the Congress party does itself no favors, and nor to the opposition, nor to the country, by just yielding space. We cannot yield space. We should not yield space. and we should fight because we're a national party. We're not a regional party. We're a
so
national
let me
party.
take what
We
you're
must have a
suggesting to the other panelists as well. Ganapathy Subramaniam, had the Congress stitched up alliances probably in Delhi with the Aam Aadmi Party, in West Bengal and in other places, do you believe that the performance would have been better?
See, there is a difference of view within the Congress on this issue. Take, for example, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, and Chhattisgarh. The Congress occupied the opposition space, kept fighting. Maybe it took 10 years, 15 years, but at the end of it, the Congress came back to power. If you lose the main opposition slot to some other party, as it has happened in West Bengal or Orissa, then there is no chance of coming back. Where is the Congress now? In West Bengal, it is in the 4th position. In Orissa, it's in the 3rd position. Also, people are voting differently in assembly elections and Lok Sabha elections. A very interesting trend from this election. You can see in Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, BJP is sweeping. They have just lost the assembly election about 6 months ago. Same is happening in Chhattisgarh. In Orissa, where we had assembly elections and Lok Sabha elections simultaneously, it is Naveen Patnaik's party which is winning. And in Tamil Nadu, where Lok Sabha elections have mostly gone to the DMK Congress alliance, while in the assembly by-elections, 22 of them, it's an equal fight between the two. In Delhi, Aam Aadmi Party, you know how it swept the election. Now the reverse is happening. So therefore, Congress cannot have one strategy all India. They have to think of different strategies. Wherever they are strong, they have to occupy the opposition space and be in the opposition for 5 years, 10 years, whatever.
Yeah,
is
I guess
needed.
the Congress has another 5 years now to sit and deal and see what its strategy should be for the future. But let's quickly go across to our newsroom and to our video wall where Vishal Daya is standing by. Vishal, over to you.
As we've been looking state-wise, one state after the other, right now we'll take a look at two southern states, that's Karnataka and Kerala, and also towards the northeastern region, the states where there are more than 24 seats at stake for all the players. So let me begin by introducing our guest to you. First, we have Priyanka Bhattacharjee for Northeastern region, and somebody who can talk about what exactly is happening in those states. Then we also have with us Mr. Sandeep Balakrishna, who will talk about the state of Karnataka, and Mr. Vasuki, of course, for the state of Kerala. And as usual, we have Mr. Roshan God for the North Indian states. Let's not forget the bigger state of the Uttar Pradesh and others in the North Indian region as well. But let me first begin with Karnataka. And Sandeep, I'll come to you on Karnataka first. If you look at the state of Karnataka, it was a Congress-JDS alliance against BJP. Clearly, it looks like that, the BJP seems to be having an edge out there in the state of Karnataka. And after that very close contest in the assembly election, wherein BJP did emerge as the single largest party, but it failed to form the government. This looks like sort of reclaiming those areas where they had lost the seats.
Yeah, you could, good that you framed it that way. That was in many ways a prequel to what is happening today, ongoing. If you look at the trends, it looks like BJP will easily cross 20.
They are in fact leading in 23, if you look at it.
Actually. Yeah. So what is happening is that, I think we spoke earlier this morning, where I mentioned that the Congress-JDS alliance is eating into each other's votes. Okay. And 60% of today's Congress unit in Karnataka are migrants from JDS. Largely migrants from JDS, including the most significant leader, former Chief Minister Siddaramaiah. So as a result of infighting, as a result of, a lack of understanding between the, I'd use the word so-called allies, Congress and JDS, wherein Congress gave some 7 or 8 seats to JDS, except for 3, which are all JDS family member seats, Hassan, Tumkur and Mandya.
And out of them also, only one JDS is leading only in one.
Only in one, and 2, including former Prime Minister Deve Gowda, head of the party, he's struggling actually in Tumkur.
Okay.
And his one of his grandsons is I mean, I think he's been outstripped by Sumalata in
Okay,
India.
let's take a look here, Sandeep. On the map, I would urge you to come here
Yeah.
because we're talking about specific seats. Let's understand it much better and much clearer. The state went to polls in two phases here. Almost half of it in one phase and the other half in the other phase. When we're talking about the JDS's strongholds, just one seat where the JDS is able to go ahead and maintain a lead there.
JDS stronghold is only Hassan. Only Hassan.
Only Hassan.
It is struggling in Mandya. And I was looking at some numbers right now. Nikhil Kumaraswamy, JDS
That's the Chief Minister's
candidate. Yeah, Chief Minister's son, Devegowda's grandson. He's struggling against, he's losing the edge over Sumalata. And who's in turn the wife of recently deceased wife, Ambarish, who was a Congress guy. And then the other seat is Hassan, Mandya and Tumkur. Tumkur is here.
Tumkur here.
Yeah, even here, Devegowda himself is struggling.
So the former Prime Minister
is struggling.
Is struggling. It's still trailing.
It's still trailing. He's been a CM of Karnataka also. But this is a fate of three most important seats as far as JDS is concerned.
Okay. From the Congress's perspective, if you look at it that way, is quite important. This region as well, and there as
Whole
well.
Mysore region is what.
Yeah, the whole Mysore region.
Old
and
Mysore.
specifically, Mallikarjun Kharge, the party's leader in the lower house.
Gulbarga. Looks like he's already lost.
Okay.
Yeah. His immediate rival from BJP has a lead of more than 1 lakh, I think. If I'm not
That should be a
mistaken.
big setback for the Congress.
Yeah. Leader of opposition.
He was their face
what
for
it is
5
worth,
years in the
for
Lok
5
Sabha.
years in the Lok Sabha.
Okay.
So it's as good as he's lost. And then look, Bijapur has gone to BJP. Bidar, the sitting MP, BJP is reclaiming it. So is Raichur. So is Bagalkot. So is Belgaum. Chikkodi, BJP is leading. Koppal, BJP is leading by a good margin. Dharwad, it is one of the fortresses of BJP. Haveri also. Davangere also.
Okay.
Bellari also. And Anant Kumar Hegde, results have been declared here. He's already won. And Shimoga mostly, it's BJP's bastion.
That's BJP's bastion.
bastion.
So they are leading and they're most likely to hold that.
What is left of it? In Bangalore Central, I think PC Mohan is slightly trailing behind Congress Rizwan Ahmed. And Chikbalapur is an interesting study because
Rizwan you mentioned. Rizwan is the first time candidate.
Second time
He
contested
last 2014 as well, but he lost.
Yeah, he lost. So this time it's a tough fight. But Chikbalapur is an interesting thing because it's more or less a tough seat. It had alternated, but I think Kumaraswamy had won today, now CM. He had run from here. And then Veerappa Moily had won from here. This time he's trailing behind B.N. Bachegowda, who in turn is a former JDS guy.
Okay.
So B.N. Bachegowda is leading by a huge margin.
Okay. One very interesting aspect here is,
before I forget, Chitradurga used to be once Janardhan Swamy from BJP had won, I think in 2009. Then they lost it again in 2014 to Congress. Now BJP is leading.
Okay, so they're reclaiming this seat, Chitradurga. Now, let's look at the other metrics here in the state of Karnataka. And though none of the assembly seat is going for polls, but the way the Congress-JDS alliance had been so far, let's not forget the BJP, who's the single largest party, is still the single largest party in the Karnataka Assembly. And there's been a lot of restlessness in that alliance, that is the Congress-JDS alliance. We've seen, the Chief Minister alleging attributing a lot of, things to the Congress leaders. Siddaramaiah not seemingly very happy as well. So will this negative result that's for the Congress and JDS have any bearing on the state government's stability out there?
Definitely, because in February this year, Kumaraswamy himself had said in so many words that I am here only at the mercy of the Congress and my hands are tied, there's only so much I can do. And then repeatedly he's, I don't want to use the word abusing, but for lack of a better word, he's abusing the media for asking questions. That is one, deeply unpopular. No governance has happened in the last 1+ years.
Okay.
And from day one, there's been a lot of rebellion in the Congress, not so much in JDS.
In Congress.
Congress.
So the longevity of the state government is also at stake there. We have the vote percentage also. Sandeep, if you look at that, is more than 50% votes for the BJP. and 43% vote for the Congress and JDS, despite having that major chunk of around 43%.
Absolutely.
They're not able to garner more than a couple of seats
No, that is
between
because
themselves.
the percentage is not translating into seats. If you look at all the constituencies and studying numbers, on an average,
Okay.
the trailing margin varies between the lowest is, you forget Mandya and Tumkur. Apart from that, there are no close contests at all.
Okay.
There are no close contests. Minimum leads are in the range of 12,000, 25,000, in some cases more than 2 lakh,
Okay.
like in Uttar Kannada and all.
Uttar Kannada and all. So there it is. We have, the state of Karnataka where BJP has gained a lot, both in terms of its vote share as well as in terms of seat. We'll now move to the state of Kerala, and Mr. Vasuki is there. Mr. Vasuki, I would urge you to, come here with me. Let's look at the map of the state of Kerala. It was always UDF versus LDF here, but the BJP made this time around the contest a bit more interesting by putting in a lot of effort there. And there were at least 2 seats which were being talked about, the seat Pathanamthitta as well as the capital city at Thiruvananthapuram. So those were the 2 seats where BJP was hoping that it will have some edge, but once again, Kerala bucking the national trend and going entirely the Congress's way. In fact, I was making some calculations. Out of the 50 odd seats which the Congress is leading in right now, 1/3 of them are from Kerala only.
Kerala. Vishal, very interesting point. Kerala is a face-saving grace for the country. Whatever, in the surge of saffronism or the nationalism of the BJP's politics, it's gone. But one thing is the eroding vote share of the Communist Party.
The left front.
What has happened to them? Where it is going? It's going to BJP.
Okay.
Certainly, they will lead. They will certainly
Exactly the same way as it is happening in West Bengal.
West Bengal. Same thing I'm trying to tell you. What happened to the left politics? Where is Marx, Lenin?
Okay, there we have the vote percentage there. 37% with the Congress as of now. 38% for the left parties. 26% for the left parties and 38% for the others. So clearly, they have lost a lot of votes there.
Vishal, these others are what? It's BJP.
It's BJP.
Yes, Shabarimala has acted.
Mostly it is BJP
Mostly.
and it's one ally there.
I feel that Hindutva politics, Shabarimala, all this has impacted and then it's growing. BJP is growing in Kerala. So the eroding vote share is of the communist left parties. What happens to them? Where do they go? What kind of politics we see here in Kerala? But saving grace in the tsunami, what Namo tsunami or whatever we call it, the jargon we use, it is plus point for the BJP where they are surging ahead in Kerala. Kerala is very significant for the Congress. Rahul Gandhi, if you can see that, very calculated way he came from Amethi.
That's exactly my next question to would have been. From Amethi to Wayanad, Rahul Gandhi moving in here. Is that one of the reasons? Because there were statements which came in from the left leaders when he announced his candidature from Wayanad that why is Congress trying to make it more difficult for the left front?
Vishal, it's very, very clear if you look at the trend and vote share that there is the division, polarization has happened, minority versus others. This is real Kerala politics. So Rahul Gandhi, when they bring, the Congress leadership was very clear. So they brought him here and then they said, yes, he will win. Now if you see the lead, around 4 lakh or whatever the lead, certainly that is the only saving grace for the leadership or Rahul Gandhi. So if you see in many places, see, in Kerala, we don't see communal violence, but we see political violence. Look at Kasaragod, look at Kannur, all these places. There BJP is increasing the vote share. Both Kannur, Kasaragod, and then Vadakara. All these places, BJP is increasing the vote share. So maybe this election, maybe next election, certainly the surge is there.
So clearly, as far as the other southern state, Kerala is concerned, there are 3 important points which are emanating here. And Mr. Vasuki is also focusing on them. One is that bucking the national trend, Kerala is going the Congress's way, the UDF way, and they're leading, in on majority of the seats there in the state. Second important aspect is not a very good news for the LDF, the left party specifically. This was their last best in the overall countrywide scenario, and there also they don't seem to be doing at all very good, and their votes, as Vasuki is pointing out, is shifting towards BJP exactly the same way as it was happening in West. Face saver, as Vasuki is pointing out, they're not winning the seat, but they are improving their vote share in the state of Kerala. So there it is, exactly the way, Frank, and clearly, these two southern states, if we are looking at, then these two southern states clearly. One is going the BJP's way, that's Karnataka, and seemingly the BJP seems to have made good on its performance in the assembly election. And the second state, that's the state of Kerala, is exactly going the UDF's way, the Congress's way, bucking the national trend.
Right. Thank you for taking us through.
AIADMK alliance. But in the assembly by polls,